Start quarter number 4. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to get him that underneath stuff.
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Lorenzo Carter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a 1st. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go again with Huntley.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. He'll They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they got a puncher's chance.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely fourth-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. That's caught out right by Jennings. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Parker forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they will take a knee here.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Falcons, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3 and 3. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.